Autophagy, the process by which your cells break down and recycle damaged components, has become a fascinating area of study not only in longevity science, but also in the broader understanding of metabolic health. It's a bit like the cell's housekeeping crew sweeping out debris, misfolded proteins, and malfunctioning mitochondria. Without this crucial self-cleaning process, cells accumulate clutter, leading to faster aging, more inflammation, and increased risk of chronic diseases. When we zoom into the relationship between autophagy and carbohydrate-related nutrition, we discover a delicate dance between energy abundance and cellular maintenance. High-carbohydrate diets, especially those rich in fast-digesting, high-glycemic foods, provoke repeated insulin surges. These surges activate mTOR, mechanistic target of rapamycin, a nutrient-sensing pathway that signals cells there is plenty of energy and resources available for growth and proliferation. While mTOR activation is essential for building muscle and tissue repair, chronically elevated mTOR can blunt autophagy because the body interprets sustained abundance as a cue to pause internal recycling efforts. After all, if food is plentiful, why waste energy dismantling old cellular components? This suppression of autophagy doesn't just slow cellular cleaning, it can also set off a chain reaction of subtle but significant biological shifts. Without regular autophagic cycles, dysfunctional mitochondria linger, producing more reactive oxygen species, which damage DNA and proteins. This oxidative stress becomes a slow-burning fire, fueling inflammation that underpins many modern metabolic diseases, from insulin resistance to neurodegeneration. In this light, a high-carb diet rich in refined sugars and starches can be seen as more than a driver of calorie excess. It's a dietary signal that tunes the very tempo of cellular renewal. However, it's important to recognize that not all carbohydrates affect autophagy equally. Slow-digesting, fiber-rich carbs found in vegetables, legumes, and whole grains provoke gentler insulin responses and don't overstimulate mTOR in the same way. Moreover, certain plant-based carbs contain polyphenol and other bioactive compounds that may actually support autophagy by modulating YMPK, a cellular energy sensor that promotes autophagic processes when energy is scarce. In a way, a meal rich in complex carbs, vibrant colors, and plant fibers can become a quiet ally to autophagy, especially if combined with periods of lower caloric intake, time-restricted eating, or intermittent fasting, all of which cyclically dial down insulin and mTOR while ramping up autophagic pathways. This perspective reveals a more nuanced relationship. Carbohydrates are neither inherently good nor bad for autophagy. Rather, it is their quality, timing, and the metabolic context that shape whether they hinder or harmonize with our cells' cleaning cycles. For instance, cultures that eat carbohydrate-centered diets based on tubers, legumes, and seasonal fruits, but with natural meal timing gaps, such as periods of lighter eating or overnight fasting, often maintain metabolic flexibility that supports both energy needs and autophagic efficiency. It suggests that the modern Western pattern of near-constant high-glycemic snacking is the true culprit, rather than carbohydrates per se. Exploring the connection creatively, one could think of autophagy and carbohydrates like the relationship between night and day. Carbs fuel activity and energy during our day phase, but autophagy thrives during the night phase of lower insulin, nutrient scarcity, and rest. When this circadian-like rhythm of feeding and fasting is respected, our cells enjoy a balanced cycle of growth and renewal. But when the daylight of high insulin becomes perpetual, through relentless carb-heavy eating, our biology never gets the chance to slip into its regenerative night mode. This insight opens exciting possibilities for personalizing nutrition. By adjusting not just what you eat, but when and how often you eat carbs, you can fine-tune autophagy to work in harmony with your lifestyle and health goals. It's a reminder that food is more than fuel. It's a powerful signal that can guide your cells toward either continuous growth or essential cleanup, both of which are vital, but only when they're in balance. In sum, understanding the intricate link between carbohydrate-related nutrition and autophagy empowers us to go beyond simple carb-cutting dogma. It invites us to design diets that cycle between energy abundance and strategic periods of mild deprivation, allowing our cellular janitors to do their work. Such an approach doesn't just support a longer lifespan, but also a healthier, more resilient one, proving that the timing, type, and quality of carbohydrates can shape the very foundation of cellular vitality. Ask ChatGPT.